my gosh, no. Boom, 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 boom. Here before.
I don't ever wanna see you with him.
Facts. I'm the same way.
I almost said your name.
Oh shit. You know, after I reacted to Harry Styles' Fine Line and Harry's House, on both reactions, y'all said Harry Styles' JB project, Harry Styles, is the one. Now that is a very, very bold statement considering those other two projects were pretty fucking fire. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high because I don't want to be disappointed, but I'm also very open-minded. So we're gonna see what this one's about. All you need to know is that I'm so fucking ready for this reaction. And if you want the full and uncut album reaction, you gotta go to my Patreon. It really helps me out, man. It's the sole reason why I'm able to continue to make content. But honestly, just you watching the video really means a lot to me. Now with that said, without further ado, I don't know why I'm holding a pencil. Let's get into the reaction. All right, we got track 1, Meet Me in the Hallway. Which, by the way, in the Harry's House reaction, I did not know how to react because I was just in my feelings. I was just in the camera like, holy shit.
Meet me in the hallway.
It kind of sounds like a Western film type music, you know?
I just left your bedroom. Give me some more.
What you need the morphine for?
Any more to do? Just let me know. I'll be out the door,
Okay.
Hoping you'll come around. Just let me know. I'll be on the floor.
He's the one who's at fault. Maybe we'll work it out. I gotta get better. Gotta get better. Hey man, we've all been the ones to fuck up at least once in our life, and it's not the greatest feeling when you realize I fucked up. But hey, we kind of gotta go through it.
All day.
It's got like this atmospheric vibe to it as well.
Running with the thieves. I'll be at the door,
Tell you what though, I fuck with this hook.
Maybe
Damn,
we'll
man.
work it out.
This is a really sad intro. Like I did not expect this to be that sad. I mean, Harry's House was kind of pretty sad too. But this one right here, just let me know I'll be on the floor, on the floor. He repeats that line very often, and it's like, you're so fucking sad. You're not only are you asking for morphine for the pain, but you're also on the ground kind of curled up. And for someone to catch you in that kind of position, that's very vulnerable. And to put that on the music, man, he's going through it. Ooh, that was nice right there.
Nothing else will.
Yo, this was a very depressing start to an album, and I fuck with it. I mean, as you can see by the background, one of my favorite albums of all time is Blonde by Frank Ocean, and the depressing themes, if anybody's gonna love it, it's me. But it was just a very shocker in terms of kind of the like its sound compared to the other two albums, and I can't compare it to the other two albums. I gotta listen to it for what it is. But so far, man, it's like I could already feel like a lot of emotion about to come through and break through. And I'm healed right now. So if it makes me think about my past and think about the shit I've been through, we're in for something. I damn near might cry and crammer, man. All right, track 2 is Sign of the Times. Love the chord progression of the piano.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. I hope you're wearing your best clothes.
That was beautiful. That was an amazing intro to the song. I love that shit so much.
Final show.
Oh man.
Hope you're wearing your best
Yo, his voice has a
clothes.
lot of emotion.
You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here.
Oh my
But you ain't really
gosh.
good. We never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets?
Man.
The bullets.
No.
It's a sign of the times.
Oh my gosh, no.
Gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here.
I'm gonna run it back a little bit. I gotta pause it. That was fucking awesome. Oh my god. Like, part of me wants to be really sad, another part of me wants to be hype. The sadness comes from his lyrics, obviously. The hype comes from the instrumentation, which I love so fucking much. So it's like my body wants to move, but I'm stuck in this sadness. So it's like, fuck, man. This shit is, oh wow. This is a phenomenal track too.
Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. We gotta get away.
That guitar in the background.
Just stop your crying every time you lie.
Let's go.
Breaking through the atmosphere. We could meet again somewhere far away from here.
This song is doing something to me.
We never learned we've been here before. We gotta get away.
If you ain't over your ex, everybody say fuck my ex. Let's go.
Stop your crying, baby, it'll be alright.
Boom, 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 boom.
We never learned we've been
Here before.
Why are we always stuck in running from the bullets? The bullets.
Everybody, lighters in the sky. I wanna see you up in the nosebleeds. Let me see you. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh wow. Yeah, I fuck with this one. Oh my gosh. Sign of the Times. That is a complete fucking banger. That is amazing. There's so much I can go on about this song. First of all, the subject matter of this whole entire song. One of the biggest lines here is, why are we always stuck in running from the bullet? The bullet is coming from you. It's coming from you. Stop your crying, baby. It will be all right. We got to get away from here. Just a whole bunch of like, a lot of emotion in his voice when he sings these lines as well. And then there's like that police siren in the background that comes in and out every once in a while. And that's just like a phenomenal touch to the song. But it's just the whole, even the drum fills were so very unique and came in at certain times of the song that really aided in the progression of the pace of this song. And there was just so much going on, and his voice was front and center from all of it, and for a really good reason. So there was so much to like about that track, from the production, instrumentation, the vocals, the subject matter, everything from across the board was fucking amazing, man. That was a phenomenal song. Anyways, track 3 is Carolina. That bass guitar, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
She's got a family in Carolina, so far away, but she says I remind her of home. Feeling oh so far from home.
The instrumental is very unique, man.
She's such a good girl. She's a good girl.
Oh, okay.
She's got a book for every situation. Gets into parties without invitations. How?
Oh, okay. I know exactly what he's talking about. At least in my own personal life.
Without telling that she's all I think about.
Yo, I mean, I've met somebody. There's not a drink that I can think could sink her. If you ever hung out with a city girl, a party girl, that is not for the weak, man. That is for the strong-willed. This is interesting. But that was Carolina. That was an alright song. It wasn't my most favorite song from his. It was okay. It wasn't a bad song, but it just wasn't like to the standard of which I hold him and his music. It was definitely better than Meet Me in the Hallway, but Carolina, it was cool. It was alright. I don't really have too much to say from it. I mean, a fun storyline. It kind of reminded me of somebody in my personal life. But other than that, it was just alright. Alright, track 4 is Two Goats. Those drums, man. Oh. We got like some elements of country and blues in here.
Same lips red, same eyes blue.
Oh yeah.
Same white shirt, couple more tattoos.
Hey, we all know what. We all know what. We all know
It's
what.
not you and it's not me. We're not who we used to be.
Facts.
We're not who we used to be. We're just two ghosts standing in the place of you.
Oh, that was nice. The way the beat kind of changed for that.
The fridge light washes this room white. The moon dances over your good side. And this was all we used to need. 'Cause we don't say what we really mean.
Ooh. He's really good at those one-liners where he'll just say it, let it breathe for a bit, and then he'll say the next line. And I already know he's gonna let it breathe right here and go into "We're Not Who We Used to Be." But for majority of his catalog, because he only has 3 albums, right? 3 albums solo, and from what I've been hearing, man, he has those lines that just really stick out. And obviously, if you've been outside and you kind of move around a little bit, you're gonna feel his music.
You go swimming in a glass half empty.
Yo, I love how the instrumental changes during the hook.
Trying to remember how it feels to have a heart. Trying to remember how it feels to have a heartbeat.
You know, he does that really well when he it's kind of like a rock you. Not, I don't want to call it a lullaby, but it's like he does a great job of making these songs that kind of, when you close your eyes, you can kind of drift away and just think about what he's saying. That was one of those songs where, like, if I close my eyes and just shake my head, like, I don't know what I'm picturing, but I'm there. I really don't know how to explain it. But he just has a great way of making songs that just put you in a different place. And that's always a great thing when you listen to music, man. That was a pretty great song. I really do enjoy that one. All right, track 5 is Sweet Creature. A lot of acoustic guitars on this album.
Had another talk about where it's going wrong, but we're still young. We don't know where we're going, but we know where we belong.
I'm gonna use that one day.
We started, we're both stubborn, I know.
You know what's crazy is I know isn't he from the UK, but his music has like this, I don't want to say country, but it has like this southern feel to it. And he had a song called Carolina, which kind of fits within the realm of what I might hear from South Carolina or North Carolina. And then this song right here, also with the acoustic guitar. And there's also like a technique when you play guitar, it's called finger picking. And that's how the guitar is playing right now. So now I'm listening to this, I'm like, a lot of the inspiration of this album comes from like that kind of genre of music, and I'm rocking with it so far.
Now run out of road, you bring me home. I always think about you and how we don't speak enough.
Oh shit. That's one of the one-liners there.
Two hearts in one home.
It kind of sounds like Ed Sheeran right here. Ed Sheeran, I think it has, yeah, Ed Sheeran. That's how he kind of sounds right here.
But oh, sweet creature, sweet
I found the one for me.
creature.
Oh, I love those vocals in the background. Let's go. That's another thing he does a great job, is making like an airy kind of space and filling it up.
When we started, just two hearts in one home. But oh, sweet creature, sweet creature, oh, you bring me home.
Nice. Sweet Creature. That was a pretty solid track, man. It kind of felt like I was outside in the grass in like some farmland area. And like, just imagine if I could sing. I'll be singing with like an acoustic guitar, fucking cowboy hat, and just singing this song. But another thing I noticed within this song is that he makes, especially between choruses, when he kind of breaks with the music and lets the instrumental rock, he does a great job of creating like this airy kind of feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if you know, you know what I'm talking about, but it sounds very airy. and then he has these background vocals that come in that kind of fill up the space. And that right there is like in the talent in itself. It's really crazy cool. I mean, in a very extreme sense, Travis Scott does it. I mean, that's a very extreme kind of instance, but not saying that their music sounds similar, but it's just in a different way. But so far, like, this album has a lot of sounds that come from the south of the U.S. And I know he's from the U.K. I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of interesting to see how his sound is created. All right, track 6 is Only Angel. There he goes again with sirens in his music, man. It's like a common theme. What the fuck? Okay. I'm ready.
Open up your eyes, shut your mouth and see that I'm still the only one who's been in love with me. I'm just happy getting you stuck in between my teeth, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh yeah, I fuck with this one.
The skirt that's short, but I think that's what I like about it.
Look, bro, I was talking to my friends about that. Couldn't take you home to mother in a skirt that short. It's not that I'm like judgmental towards what women do and wear, but also I gotta think about, can I bring you home to my mom? And that in itself is a very, very big thing. And as much as it sucks, it's like, damn, like, I rock with you, but you cannot meet my mom. You cannot. I know you can't. So I already know you're not the one. And the way you communicate that is a very awkward conversation. But it's one of those hard things in life, man. And I thought he did like a phenomenal job just saying that in a way that wasn't too like crazy, but like guys who've been through that understand the sentiment. Oh my gosh, that instrumental. Oh shit, let's go. Ah, he's going crazy. Oh my gosh. I fuck with this so heavy. Woo-hoo. Only Angel, yeah, that was fire. I fuck with that one. Nice ending to that track too, dude. Only Angel was a conversation I was having with another girl before. She was nothing between me and her. We were just friends, and we're like, yo. She asked me like, why don't you just make everything serious with this girl? Like, it seems like it can go that way. I was like, to be honest, I cannot take her home to my mom, and you know that kind of led to a conversation. I won't spill the full details. But then, like, the way he describes this girl as an angel, but she's not really an angel because she, you know, she's doing all this, she's doing that. And the whole overall, the way, the production he chose to do it over was absolutely fucking phenomenal. I love when he gets into, like, his rock bag a little bit. Like, it's considered pop music under this thing on Apple Music. But there's, like, a fusion of rock. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Arctic Monkeys a bit. And I fuck with it. It's really fire. I mean, just the woohoo, like the way he'll come in and out with certain melodies, phenomenal, man. Anyways, next track is Kiwi, and it seems like in his albums he always refers to some sort of fruit. So we'll see what this one's about.
She walked away through a cheap pack of cigarettes, hard liquor mixed with a bit of intellect. And crazy, but I'm into it. I'm kinda into it. It's getting lazy. I stay. It's none of your business. I'm having your baby.
Yo, I love this instrumental.
It's none of your business. In a black dress, she's such an actress, driving me crazy. But I'm into it. I'm kinda into it. It's getting lazy.
So his vocal performance here, it's very right in front of your face. Like, it's a very strong presence, especially towards the last word of the phrase. He'll like crazy, like he'll hold it out and like emphasize it. But when you listen to the production and the instrumental, there's like so much going on. There's like mini switch ups. It sounds so fucking phenomenal, man. This is great. This is a headbanger for sure.
beside me like a silhouette. Hard candy dripping on me till my feet are wet. And now she's all over me, it's like I paid for it. It's like I paid for it, I'm gonna pay for this.
Ooh. Oh yeah, this is fire. Okay, yeah, that was fire. That was a headbanger for sure. Like, I damn near got a headache for just nodding my head so fucking much throughout the entire song. But it's kind of always cool that he has like a song named after a fruit in his albums. I think that's kind of, maybe that's a, you know how some artists have like series, like maybe they have like a part 1 of a song, part 2 in a different album. But him, it's like watermelon sugar, kiwi. I'm forgetting the other one. I'm blanking out right now, but you know what I'm saying. But great song overall. I fuck with that one, especially like me being somewhat new to rock music within the last year. I can definitely appreciate the song and its production, and his vocal performance always kind of resembles that. As a guy from a band, obviously he was in One Direction. I don't know how the One Direction's albums sound because I never listened to them, but he has that very kind of soulful rock voice, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, track 8, Ever Since New York.
Tell me something you don't know nothing.
Now this kind of sounds like Tame Impala.
You do, I need something, tell me something. Oh, tell me something I don't already know.
Nice.
Brooklyn saw me empty, I've been used, there's no water inside this swimming pool.
This is another one of those songs where you close your eyes, you just feel the music.
Oh, tell me something I don't already know.
You see, when he repeats that line, "Oh, tell me something I don't already know," it kind of, and especially in a relationship, you can, when someone usually says that phrase, it's usually from a place of hurt or anger. And with him, it can kind of mean both. I mean, it does mean both at the same time, given the subject matter. And the way he just sings his lines, man, really kind of making you feel the emotion he wants you to feel. Especially the repetitiveness of it.
Tell me something you don't know nothing. Just pretend you do. Tell me something just before you go.
Nice outro, especially with the guitars. You got the acoustic and the electric guitar at the same time. Ever Since New York, I thought that was a very solid track. It was very repetitive, especially with the "Tell Me Something I Don't Already Know." But for the most part, when it comes to taking you back to moments in your life or making you want to relive a moment, he does a very great job of that. And it's been very consistent from the 3 albums that I've heard so far. And I expect nothing less from him. I mean, he's putting out great music, phenomenal work. And it's music where you close your eyes, man, and drift away. And that's pretty cool to do, and it's really hard to do as an artist. So props to him. Track 9 is Woman.
Should we just search romantic comedies on Netflix and then see what we find?
Bro, that was a crazy start. It reminded. So should we just search romantic comedies on Netflix and then see what we find? Bro, man, I feel like every guy has gone through that phase with a girl where like he's watching rom-coms with her and just going like, you don't really care, but you care about her and it's one of her interests, so you're gonna partake in it. I feel like every guy has been through that too.
Selfish, I know, but I don't ever wanna see you with him.
Facts. I'm the same way. I don't care.
I hope you can see the shape that I'm in.
Yo, that guitar in the background is so nice.
While he's touching your skin.
Oh no, I don't want to think about that.
Woman.
Yo, his voice over that guitar is nice.
Apologies are never gonna fix this.
The vibes he creates, man, while making these songs are just fucking next level. Of course, man. he's always gonna keep a guitar solo in his music, man. That's what I've noticed, and I'm a big fan of that. All right, that was Woman, and that was a very solid track. I really love it for more so the verses and the overall production of it. The chorus to me was kind of okay. It was all right. He was just saying woman, la 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 la, woman, and I just felt like, I don't want to call it lazy, but I thought it was safe for the song. But the verses were phenomenal, man. I fuck with the verses. And again, with that rock feel, he always keeps an electric guitar solo somewhere in his albums from his whole discography, from what I've noticed. And I cannot be mad at it. I love it. As you can see by the background, I love guitars. It's hard to see because I got the lyrics pulled up. But man, his production I've always been a big fan of. And his vocal style is also, no pun intended, is also very fucking phenomenal. Last track is From the Dining Table. I'm assuming it's gonna be a sad song given the acoustic guitar intro.
Woke up alone in this hotel room. Played with myself, where were you?
Is that?
Fell back to sleep.
He said, played with myself, where were you? That is a wild intro to the song.
Comfortable silence is so overrated. Why won't you ever be the first one to break? I saw your friend that you know from work. He said you feel just fine. More of what was once mine.
Oh, hell no.
I see it's written, it's all over his face.
Nah.
Comfortable silence.
Nah, if I think what's happening is happening, that shit's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
So even my phone misses your call.
That is a very sad lyric. You say, even my phone misses your call, by the way. That's sadness and desperation right there.
Maybe one day you'll call me and tell me that you're sorry too. Maybe one day you'll call me and tell me that you're sorry too. I almost said your name.
Oh, shit.
Since you went away, comfortable silence is so overrated. Why won't you ever say what you wanna say? Even my
Alright, that was From the Dining Table. It was slower pace. It kind of reminds me of the first track, the intro of this album, Meet Me in the Hallway, which now, looking back at the entire album, those tracks fit perfectly as to where they are placed. Given the whole from track 2 to 9, it was a lot more of an upbeat kind of sound. With a couple of tracks that are slower in pace, but I felt like there was a big portion of this album that was very rock inspired. I mean, it's listed under pop, which kind of confuses me. But I'm also very unfamiliar with pop. But the last year I've been familiarizing myself with, so I know there's like a bunch of subgenres within the category. But I wrote down a couple of stuff during the reaction because I usually tend to forget, and while I'm editing, I'm like, fuck, I should have said this. So some of the main things on here are heartache and nostalgia. I got that from The Dining Table and Two Ghosts. Freedom and Reinvention, which comes from Sign of Times, which Sign of Times is one of my favorite ones of the albums off the first listen. Youthful Recklessness, which can be found in tracks like Kiwi, and a bunch of, honestly sprinkled throughout every single track. Reflection and Intimacy, which is a constant theme within his music, and I'm actually very, like, now I'm up to date with all his albums, and I actually find it very impressive, his production and his vocal performance and just everything, the subject matter. And I actually find myself in a lot of his lyrics, minus the fame, minus the lifestyle, obviously, but when it comes to like a human sense and like stuff we go through as a young adult, like, you can kind of find yourself, and it's very relatable music as well. But the guitar solos on here are pretty fucking phenomenal. I love guitars, as you can see by the background. Everything was amazing. And again, the thing that stands out to me is I've never heard him in his group, but as a solo artist, he has a very distinctive sound, and it's like a sound that you can attribute to him. So that's something really cool about an artist. When you dive into their discography for the first time, you hear him and his uniqueness. So I thought that was pretty fire. But overall, man, these 3 albums that I listened to, especially the self-titled one, was pretty fucking fire. I'm not disappointed at all. I do really love this one. Is it better than Fine Line or Harry's House? I'm not sure. I got to give this a couple more listens, but maybe I'll do like a ranking video. And I also got to check out his One Direction albums too. So we'll see how those stand up and if I like them or not. Because I do give my honest reaction. So Some people really hate me when I don't like an album that they want me to react to, but hey, it's just my honest opinion. If you enjoy the content, make sure you give it a like and make sure you comment down below what I should react to next. Also, if you really rock with me, go ahead and subscribe. And if you really rock with me, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. You get early access to all the videos, full and uncut album reaction, as well as other exclusive perks. I also hold polls on there that really determine the next videos I get to upload. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. Yeah, that's all I really got for you. It was a phenomenal listen, man. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.